Hello? Hey! Hey! You guys want to know something absolutely hilarious? Oh my gosh, guys. You want to know the funniest thing? This just now, for some reason, I wanted to play a prank where I start the stream off. This is why I was waving my arms and stuff, right? Because I pretended like my mic was muted, like I didn't have a mic. And now it was actually muted. So the joke is on me for playing this bad prank that was actually real, that I felt bad for playing this prank, but it was actually happening. Dude, are you kidding me right now? I just don't... Honestly, thank goodness, you know? I tricked everybody and then I tricked myself. This was... Guys, you can't pay for this stuff, you know what I mean? This is some quality content. Let's get started on the day. Let's talk about what's going on. I can't believe this actually happened. What a troll to myself. And then I thought you guys, I'm like, nah, they're trolling me back. And I was not getting trolled back. I was actually incompetent. So let's continue. So AMC had an interesting day, right? Let's look at the one day right here. So it was so weird. I was like, oh, here we go. We're moving nice and early. Look at this, up at $14.33. Nice and early. And so I thought, oh my gosh, remember, I think that we need to hit this 1448, 1450 mark. And once we hit this 1450, if we are able to go through it and hold through it, I think, we'll be in a very, very, very good spot. Absolutely. And, it didn't quite break that, but you know what? I feel good, with where it's at. I feel very good about this being where it is. No problem at all. No crazy movement in the after hours just yet. And we can look at the after hours for yesterday, right? So remember, at the very end of the day, it looks a little different on me. I don't know why it looks. Maybe I was looking at the 5-minute candles for yesterday. Where am I? Here we go. Yeah, so looking at the 5-minute candles for yesterday, so it really was a good movement, right? We were looking at this yesterday, and it was moving on up. Don't do that. Sorry, Diamond. I actually trolled myself, so joke's on me in the end. Sure enough. So, okay, went up like that. What else happened? Oh, and then it gapped up in the morning, right? So we can see right here, it ended pretty nice. And I was pretty curious because it started to rally here at the end. And as you can see, rally it did. Gapped right up, skipped all this right here, and then moved up. Solid price action in the morning. And then it did kind of, fall off. Realistically, still very strong. I love where it's at. I'm not mad at 1298 at all. In the after hours, down to 1287, down, 0.85%. Still feeling good about it. No worries at all. It's all good. It's all good. Let's take a look at good old GameStop. So GameStop down 2.78% on the day. It is what it is. I'm not worried about that either. Obviously, we'll know whenever the crazy price action is. Something that has been a little concerning for me is whenever a lot of people thinking that, and we had to see, I mean, if you guys saw Trey's trade yesterday, he had to address it, and Matt Kors and yada yada. A lot of people thought that was the squeeze to $14 and we had a good run. And I was very taken aback. I was like, what? And I did want to say, like, guys, whenever the squeeze happens, you're going to know. You're not going to say, is this the squeeze? You're going to say, oh, this is the squeeze. You know what I mean? It's like, you will know. And if you don't know, watch a streamer or somebody like, Matt Kors is tweeting all the time. Trey is tweeting all the time. If I see something good, I retweet it. And it's just like, it's good stuff. So definitely be on the lookout for what's going on. But, at the end of the day, if I'll put it this way, if I somehow missed the first day of the squeeze and it ran up to $100 and it was squeezing and I missed it, I wouldn't even be mad because, you know, I'm not going to sell the first day of the squeeze. It doesn't make any sense, in my opinion. Like, I'm personally not going to sell. I really don't think it's just going to be a 1-day squeeze. Doesn't really, you know, doesn't make sense to me. So just take your time with it, nice and patient, and just be on the lookout, you know, and you really don't have to look that hard. So something will come to you. And so I just wanted to put that out there really quick for that. But, you know, just, I don't think you'll miss it. Is what I'm saying. Doge is finally, you know, bouncing back. Doge has been on a wild ride, right? Just like went all the way up here to 73 cents, dipped all the way down to 37 cents, right now at 56 cents. Just a wild ride all the way around. Bitcoin finally back above. Bitcoin dropped to 47K right here. Luckily, it bounced back. It kind of consolidated. Well, I don't know if I can even say bounce back, right? Looks like it's kind of consolidating in here. I wonder if it's going to stay strong. I'm hoping it holds this level of support. Realistically, oh yeah, you can see over here. So, oh boy, it touched that for a second. So realistically, you're going to want to look for, I'll put this here. Let's do this one. We'll do this one. We'll do this one. And we'll do I like this one? I like this one. I like a few of these. I'll just do this one just for safety. So realistically, you know, obviously this candle closed underneath, but I feel like there's a good level of support right here around the 48,500. And yeah, 48,500. I think that makes sense. But so we'll see which way this goes. Obviously, I'm not in Bitcoin. I was in it for a little bit whenever it had done a little dip like this, and I kind of got in, and then I got out at the top. Really didn't care too much about it. Made a few bucks, but I just turned around and threw it in AMC. This is the way. Let's see. Coin, I'm looking to fix my position in coin. Not feeling too good about that one, but I'll hold. I do want to take a position in a QuantumScape. I've just been thinking about it, and you know, when we go to the moon, like, it's something that I don't know if I'm allowed to say when. Maybe I should say when and if we go to the moon. But moon time, I'm going to be adding to this position, or putting stuff in this position, just because I feel like there's an opportunity here. Even if I just have to sell the news or something, I think something will happen, but we'll have to see. Oh, Diamond says, I think this is a catalyst for Gamma Squeeze Monday. Talking about AMC, of course, which leads to Squeeze Tuesday. Actually, great. I forgot to talk about the options for AMC, right? We can look at the options, 12.98. It's funny how we stopped right at 12.98. Let's see what kind of options we had for AMC in the calls. Sure enough, we missed these 9,000, but look, we did get all of these: 4,000, 6,000, almost 15,000, 11,000, 28,000, 14,000 contracts, right? So remember, it's one contract is 100 shares. So these times 100. Now, granted, they could have just sold the contract or whatever happened, but either way, those shares, like, it's good stuff. So yes, that's a good point. I wonder if it will trigger some kind of gamma squeeze. That would be an excellent way to get into the short squeeze, right? Man, that would be so fantastic. Ginger says people really pulled out after Elon said that stuff about Bitcoin. Right. And you know, back to Bitcoin really quick. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's even at 50K. But yeah, I mean, remember, Elon Musk was one of the earliest, biggest supporters about Bitcoin. They said we're going to allow it for the Teslas. They said that we're going to allow it for, they bought a bunch of Bitcoin. I'm not sure if they're still holding their Bitcoin, as a matter of fact, now that I think about it. Does anyone know if Tesla is still holding their Bitcoin? I'm very curious about that. I'm not sure if they actually are. Because I know they're not accepting the payment anymore, but I'm curious. But yeah, here's the deal. I think that Elon Musk starting that conversation about power in the crypto sphere, then Diamond says, I just want to be right about it squeezing on a Tuesday. Diamond, I know exactly where you're coming from. I have the same exact sentiment. I feel like it would squeeze on a Tuesday too, but I think we're both basing it off of what happened last time. And we could be right, you know. I guess we'll just have to see though. But whenever we looked at other squeezes on other ones, they looked at they not all of them were on a Tuesday, and so there's that. But back to Elon. You know, Elon started this conversation now, and the conversation is crypto bad for the environment? You know, a lot of things right now are trying to go green. Even Starbucks with their straws and their new lid things that are supposed to be better for the environment, less straws and stuff like that. All of this stuff is now back in the conversation because crypto was the latest and greatest thing. You know what I mean? But we'll have to see. I'm not sure which way crypto is going to go with this stuff. I think crypto is going to be great long term regardless. But in the short term, Elon Musk has really destabilized it. In my opinion, he was stabilizing it by accepting it, legitimizing it, in my opinion, by saying, hey, you can buy, you know, Bitcoin. You can use Bitcoin to buy Tesla. It's a legitimate currency. And that was fantastic for Bitcoin. And then he taketh away. So yikes, yikes, yikes. Let's take a look at good old HDMC is 0.18. Okay. So we had that. Oh, let's take a look at the tops of the days really quick. You guys know I love looking at the tops during the 1 day. What? Is it obviously an IPO, right? News. Wow. Visible confusion. I don't know how, even if it gapped up from 16 to 54, I don't know how that's 1100%. All right, we're gonna ignore that one for now before I, you know, lose my mind. Let's see who else is on this list of tops that we recognize. Nothing here. Let's see the top losers for the day. Huh. All right. Nobody I recognize, which is okay. No problem. Recently viewed. Let's go back to our good old AMC. Let's see what people are saying. Lee says, love playing crypto, put 350 and now I'm up to, dang, 900. Slowly gaining, but it's all positive. Yeah, feels good, right? I love it. I'm currently not in crypto. As you guys know, whenever during moon time, after moon time, I will be going proportionally into crypto. I think crypto is a great investment, especially where everything is right now. I feel like crypto is going to be a good way for some serious tendies, but there's risk in all of it, and I think there's risk in crypto, but there's also a lot of money to be made in crypto, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Let's see. This person says, I hope BlackRock rides the squeeze for a bit because them reaching $40 a share. Because for them reaching $40 a share. Oh, okay. So if AMC reaches $40 a share, BlackRock would have profit exceeding $1 billion. I'll be watching closely. Dang. There you go. Maths. And so we did see that here, right? Let's look at Twitter. So I did retweet a few things today because I thought some of them were pretty important. I mean, and some of them were pretty cool. That was one of the things I tweeted today. So there was like a fly in here or something. I guess my internet's just done for now, so that's cool. I guess I gotta remove my tweet. So I'll show you two things first. First of all, right here. So take a look at this one. So Vanguard Group and BlackRock, look, these guys are just adding to their positions. It's ridiculous. I mean, we knew about wait, did they add more? No, BlackRock added more. Vanguard just purchased. Look at this. People just adding to their positions. Look how ridiculous this is. So their previous for Vanguard was 7 million shares. Now they upgraded to 37 million shares. It's ridiculous. These guys are adding to their position. Vanguard and BlackRock, both super high with their amount of shares. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Why would they be adding to their shares? Well, I guess we can see their average cost, right? I think it's probably 617 is their average cost, or 616, I guess, for Vanguard right here. Even then, just insane. Like the craziest stuff. Let's see what else I had. So what's funny is I had another post on here. So this one, notice how this tweet is unavailable, and I'll show you why that is. So here it is. Boom. So Chance the Rapper tweeted this is the real Chance the Rapper tweeted, buy AMC before the end of the day, invest in the cinematic experience, thank me later. So he said this on his Twitter, and he doesn't have an empty Twitter. Let me show you. So he tweeted that, and then he deleted it. And Josh says, deleted because they scared him. Realistically, here's the deal. This is why people have to be careful. And Chance, I'm sure, didn't know this. Chance said, buy AMC. I think unless you're a financial advisor, you're not allowed to tell people to buy anything, which is why people with the platform have to be so careful about what they say about telling people to buy stuff. And so he did remove it, and he changed it with this: save the movies. And so you can see this is a real Chance the Rapper, 8.2 million followers. It's a big deal. I was really thinking that was going to be something, right? Elon tweets about something and it just goes crazy, like Doge, obviously, and it just goes crazy. But Chance just, maybe it wasn't on long enough. We could see a bunch of retweets and stuff, a bunch of likes, but maybe it didn't get, or wait. Let's see if we have the retweets and likes on here. Oh no, I can't see how many retweets or likes, but yeah. I thought that was very funny. I got a little nervous for him, but I guess he fixed it himself. Let's see. Rain says, after all the squeezes, what do you think the market's going to be like? Can we jump into all the stocks we like, or should we wait? Soji says, I think we may have to wait for an overall recovery before going to blue chip stocks. And so, right. So there are different ways that you can play the market during that time. And that's something I'm going to be covering absolutely, because I think it's important to know what is happening. I just got spammed by Microsoft. I don't want any of this. And I think it's important for people to be just aware, right? There are a bunch of different ways you can play it. Oh yeah, that's a good point too. So I'll cover that one. But there's a bunch of different ways. So for example, no one knows what the bottom is. But let me go through this right here. Well, this is a bad example. Let's go over to Disney. So let's go over to Disney. Let's look at the 1 year. Okay. Let's zoom out a little bit. So we're looking for about March 18th, right? This is March 18th. You see this big drop. And so don't worry about this right here. So you can see the market was, they were doing okay. Low of, this was in 2019, beginning of 2019. They were at, 112. And then on March 18th, they just like plummeted to $82. Actually, let me use a different stock. Let me use one of the ones that are a little more drastic, just for effect, and you guys can see what I'm talking about. So this is what I'm talking about. Theoretically, there's a bunch of different ways we can play. I'm wearing my Spurs hat. I'm not even wearing my Is It a Buy hat. Go Spurs, go. So, let's say, and I'll go through a few different scenarios. Let's say the market does crash. It does crash, and it looks something like this, and a bunch of stocks go down. Now, granted, not all the stocks are going to. It depends who. Some stocks might go down drastically like this, and some stocks might. Realistically, if a stock gets, let's say the hedge funds are getting margin called and they're being liquidated, then you could see a bunch of good stocks, good companies look like this, just because there was a massive sell-off from these hedge funds. People panic bought or panic sold, their stop losses got triggered, yada, 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 and it just plummets. So realistically, you know, this could be a great entry point. And so it could be you just have to be ready for it and keep your eyes open and just keep researching, keep the DD going. Find, you know, whether it's me or Trey or whoever looking for these plays. Find somebody who's looking for plays, and I've been looking at plays. I've been looking for plays, and I have a bunch of plays that I want to make. But let's say it triggers something crazy like this. I'm going to be looking for a nice entry point. And now it's going to be hard. Maybe if you see this like this and you enter around here, $8 just keeps dropping to $2, then you know what? You can always average down. And so what people say is you can always average down. So don't go in. There are different strategies for investing. You can go in 25%, 25%, 25%, and then you can keep on going, either whether it goes down or it goes up. You can average either way, right? And at least you have a point where you can either average down, or you got in at the bottom and now you can average up. Well, it may not be ideal, you know, at least you hedged your bet essentially. Now, so that's a strategy, right? And, you know, you might want to wait for a bounce. And then if you wait for a bounce, you get a little bit of recovery. Then that could work for you. And then if it goes down, you can continue to add. But there's a bunch of different ways to invest in it. Yes, Trey pointed out stocks, but here's the deal. Like, yes, okay, sure. He said AT&T, right? Can I do ANT? I'm not sure which one the real AT&T is. Dividend. 5.13%. This is the example he gave. He said AT&T has a 5.13% dividend. And he did the math. He says if you do, even if it's annually, he says if you have $1 million, and then you do times point, is it 0.005? Wait, wouldn't it be 0.005? That's how he did the math, but is that right? Oh yeah, 5%, 0.05. Oh my gosh, smooth brain. Anyways, so yes, if he says if you have $1 million and you put it in something like this, you get a dividend yield you get $50,000 a year. You know, that's your dividend, which is not bad, right? That sounds great to me. That's a full job. So there's that. And now if you look at IVR, take a look here. This one has 10% dividend yield. And again, it's about who you find, who you like, what you see, and stuff like that. I found this stock. I like this stock. It has a 10% dividend yield. Okay, that's $100,000 a year rather than, or however often they pay it out, instead of 50,000. It's double. Okay. And so these are things that you need to take a look at. Everyone loves Trey. Trey makes some great plays. He's very intelligent trader. You can see it, right? But just keep that in mind. But maybe AT&T is less risky than this one. I feel like this one's not so risky. If you look at the institutional ownership, 53% really isn't so bad. I wonder what it is for AT&T. Let's take a look. Is this a mistake? Maybe I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay. I don't know why it looks like that. But anyways, different plays that people can find. You can find a good ETF, something that pays dividends. I'm not sure what an average dividend for specific ETFs would be, but just know that there are different plays to go at. Yeah, there are value stocks, there are growth stocks. There's a bunch of different stocks that you can look at. But for me, I'd rather diversify, right? I don't want to put, although I probably, well, depending on how much money I make, I probably would feel comfortable putting a heavy stake in IVR, because I feel like it's a relatively safe bet. But you got to just keep in mind that you know, any stock is risky. You don't know if these guys are gonna, if the housing market is gonna crash, then these guys crash. You really don't know what's gonna happen. But yes, Bill says there are ETFs that are focused on dividends. Thank you, Lee, for the like. There are ETFs that have dividends and stuff like that. I think Mr. Wonderful, I think he said he had his own, I'm not sure about this, but I think he said he had his own ETF. And is that running? I don't know what's running, but and where he focuses on I think Mr. Wonderful said he has an ETF that focuses on dividends because he loves dividends. Until Uber, he said he would never invest in anything that didn't have a dividend. He wants his money to make money. And whenever you have as much money as he does, you know, and you can make this kind of money not doing anything, that's a good bet. That's the dream, right? So keep that in mind. Having 2 diamonds in here is confusing. Messing me up. Right, okay, that's what I was looking for. Thank you. It was Viacom. I can't remember which Viacom it was. Was it this one? Yes, here's the Viacom. So look, this is an exact, thank you so much. Who was that? DB. Thank you so much for this, because you're right. I have this one saved because I thought this one was interesting, right? And so this is the one where Archigos had to sell off. They had to sell their positions because they were getting margin called. They had to liquidate their position. And as you see, wait, was this one they got liquidated? They were forced to liquidate this position to cover, or were they forced? Either way, this is what can happen. I can't remember the exact, I know it's confusing. This is what you could see, okay? You can see a massive sell-off. And look, this is discounted. Did anything change in this company? Is this a bad company all of a sudden? You know, yada, yada, yada. No, it's not at all. Nothing has changed within the structure of the company. It's just that these guys, and this is what is messed up about these hedge funds, right? Whenever they have such a large stake in these companies, that these guys can, like, do this. Like, they can affect the whole stock like this. That's messed up. It's crazy. Oh, Trody, that's literally how I started the stream. I don't know if you heard that, but that is so funny. Alex is my full name. Okay, so let's see what else we have going on here. We had this one. We had this one. Oh, really quick. Or actually, let's go here. Okay, let's check trades really quick. Or it's trades. No. I think it's this guy. Yeah, here we go. Here's Trey. This guy right here called Trey out. They said, did you actually call up a retail investor and say all this? And it's talking about Trey and, you know, what he thinks is going to happen. We talked about this yesterday. Okay, so this is not what I wanted. Let's see if Matt Core said anything. Here we go. Just want to make sure everything is good. I mean, oh yeah, we have Ortex now, guys. So let's take a look at a few numbers, right? Let's take a look at Fintel first. I don't know why I look at Fintel. Here's the deal. I'm paying for Fintel, so we can take a look at it really quick, and then and then we'll just not look at it. Then we'll just go over to Ortex. I don't know why my computer's taking so long to load. Okay, well that loads. I did want to talk about this really quick. So I did want to address this very quickly. I did take a look at these. Realistically, it's pretty similar to what we had covered before. I think it was this 00, no, not 006. Let's see. I think it was the distribution service guide. These two really aren't anything super major, so I'm probably not going to make a video on these, but I just wanted people to know that. I just want people to know that, just because these I'm not too keen on. It's basically the same stuff that we've been seeing, where they're trying to structure everything, but there wasn't really anything new. So and so I just wanted to point that out really quick. Okay, well, while this loads, let me take a sip of water. Hopefully my stream is okay. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at good old AMC. Short interest. Okay, short share availability is at 0. Why is this so old? 12 hours ago. Where did that? It hasn't updated. Short borrow fee rate looks like it dropped to 47.47%. But this is from yesterday. This is the end of day yesterday. This is last updated 21 minutes ago. Where's the update? This is so strange. Let's take a look at good old Ortex. Let's see if I can learn how to use this today. So let's go to AMC. We will also take a look at GameStop for a second. Someone was hating on me yesterday because I did not take a look at GameStop. Fair enough. Okay, so let's go for today. We can see, let me make sure this is covered. Days to cover 2 weeks. Now I am now a professional at this. Days to cover 2 weeks. Oh, are these numbers changing? The 2 weeks says 2.11. Utilization still at 100. You can't update it if it's down to 0%. Oh, this is true, right? That makes sense. Oh, did Ortex tweet something about that? Oh, is that running? I don't know why this keeps doing this. Is that running? Never enough leads. Oh, there are multiple leads. I am so confused. Holy smokes, that is confusing. Okay, let's take a look at what Ortex tweeted. Whoops. Here we go. So that's a pin tweet. Oh, interesting. A little bit of knowledge. To short a stock, you have to borrow it and sell it. To return it, you have to buy the stock back, wait for it, and wait for it to settle before returning it to the lender. The shares returned today have not been bought today. Bullish. Bullish. Okay, AMC short interest update. This was at this was today, 2:56 p.m. Nice. Okay, so intraday securities lending data shows that the lending of AMC shares is down 5.5 million shares over the day. This indicates that some short sellers have started to close their positions. The current short interest is 19.08% of the free float. Trust the process. Oh, this is this morning, man. These guys are really keeping up with AMC. Is this? I wonder if this is the official Ortex account, because they're really talking a lot about AMC for this. Unless they're trying to drive customers, unless they know their client base is talking about these stocks. In which case, I wonder if they're trying to add, get people while they can to their system, because everyone's purchasing Ortex. But realistically, I don't know how long we're gonna need Ortex. I don't know. I guess we'll see if it's a good tool to keep forever, stuff like that. I guess I need to get better with it. Let's see. So this is this morning. Let's see. As AMC is up over for whole community, AMC keep informed. Your thoughts on it? Oh, cool. Ooh, as AMC is over up 10% and trading over the highest closing price since the 27th of January intraday, short interest is staying almost unchanged at 19.81% of the free float. Okay, so 19.81, and then it changed to 19.08. Man, this stock is gonna freaking run. I'm like, this stock is gonna freaking run. Yeah, that's wild. Let's see what else we have going on here. So we looked at this. Let's go back to Ortex really quick. Or let me make sure I'm caught up on the chat. One second. Someone sent me a tweet. I'm trying to see if it's something I want to show on the air. Ooh, I like this. Has this been reviewed though? Here, let me show you guys this really quick. I think this is pretty interesting. Log in. Log in. All right, let's take a look. All right, all right. I don't know why people think this is okay. All right, good job, guys. We got them. We just got... Jeez. Hey, what's up, rock and roller? Yeah. All right, let's take a look. Mentions... Who just tweeted me? That person got taken out of the stream. Okay, so I think this is freaking cool, right? So for those of you who didn't read what they said, so I created a cheat sheet for the whole ape community out there. What are your thoughts on it? I think this is freaking cool. This is very, very cool. Twitter accounts, what good stuff. I think you're missing a an account on there. Nah, I'm just playing. I really don't post much. I'm just trolling. YouTube accounts. Hey, we made the cut. Look at this. Sweet. No way. You guys see this? Indoor. Oh my gosh, it's my dang banner right here. This is so cool. Websites with good information. So this is what I like right here. So I saw some of this stuff. This stuff is cool. Who is liable if the hedge fund goes bust? And so if an investor cannot pay, there are margin calls, liquidations, and pay if they're not enough. If there's not enough cash, the broker's on the hook. If the broker is on the hook, the broker members of the DTCC are on the hook to remedy the situation. Nice, 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 nice. Man, you must have been working on this for a while. Look at all this stuff. This is pretty neat. I like this. This is pretty sick. Nice work. What's up, Diane? Oh, you know what happens? I can't see. So whenever you guys... Oh, that's lame. That's some lame stuff. Okay. Let's see what we have. Let's see. I think I missed something, but person spamming. Yeah, this is a pretty cool resource, guys. I want to take a look at it. Oh my gosh, it's in depth. What is this? This R short sale rule. Very, very cool. Informative YouTube videos. Walking like a duck. Nice. What about the everything short? I feel like the everything short was pretty. That one is way more popular than walking like a duck. Hey, this is pretty cool. Great. Very, very, very good stuff. Here, I'll give you a oh, thank you for the follow, Rob. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at this a little bit more. I'll probably retweet it. Retweet it. I have 248 people so on my Twitter, so not really 249 now. Thank you for following. So probably won't get that much traction for me, but hey, I think it's pretty cool. Sam, absolutely. I think Sam, I think you're a little okay, so hold on. Let's back up for a second. Let's get back to the topic at hand. We'll look at that resource in just a second. Sam says, can AMC still, okay, let me just retweet this really quick for you guys. Or you guys can find this on my page, right? Let me very cool resource. Very cool. Very cool resource for there we go. All right, I retweeted it just in case anyone wants to find it and look at this resource. Excellent. Yeah, and if anyone finds anything, I'm sure Rock and Roller would appreciate. If anyone finds anything, inaccurate or needs to be edited, please just direct message them or something. This way we can just keep everything super accurate. That would be my only concern. Just making sure everything is like, how long do we, how long will the squeeze last? Any questions like this that might be a little bit scary. Just making sure that nothing is like accidentally shilling anybody. Not that you would purposely shill, but just to make sure everything is cool. But very cool stuff. I love all of this. These market mechanics. Here's the deal. Oh wow, I can highlight like that. That's pretty cool. These market mechanics right here are freaking clutch because a lot of people have these questions about utilization rate, and all of this stuff right here. So very cool stuff. Even free float, right? Some people don't know these definitions, and here's the deal. That's okay. It's okay not to know all these definitions. There's a lot of stuff to learn. But I think having a resource like this to help you get these answered is super important. So I love this. Who the DCC is, SEC. I love it. Great resource, man. Okay, so Sam says, can AMC still squeeze? Because I do want to address this. Oh yeah, here. Man, everybody really loves that cheat sheet. Maybe I'll put it in here and pin it. There we go. A little bit of support. Okay, I pinned the cheat sheet. So you guys take a look. Okay, back to the question for the final time. So can we still squeeze? Dang, hold on, let me find this question here. Okay, so Sam said, can we still squeeze? We missed 1301. Okay, yeah, we missed 1301, but of course we can still squeeze. Options are not the determination, the deciding factor if we're going to squeeze or not, right? Yeah, it would have been nice to get these additional, 9,000 contracts, or what would it be, 90,000 shares. Yeah, absolutely. But at the end of the day, it's not really going to do that. And let's say we did squeeze off of options, that would be a gamma squeeze. That wouldn't even be a short squeeze. Now, the good news is a gamma squeeze can trigger a short squeeze, right? So let's say we trigger here. Let's say we run up the same percentage that we did last time, which is about 500%. If we run up 500% again, then, I mean, what, you know, let's just do it from $10. If we would have ran up 5% from $10, that would have been $50 is where we would, you know, just gamma squeeze, and then we're in the short squeeze territory. And so I feel like if we hit $50, it's probably just going to squeeze from there, right? Honestly, I think if we hit anywhere above, here's the deal. Think about it. If we're getting margin called, right? And I'm not sure if this is the same exact way for the shorts, but I don't see why it wouldn't be. Let's say I'm in a stock, let's say I'm in AMC, and AMC runs down to, let's say it goes down to, let's say I got in at $10 on margin, it goes down to $5, right? Well, now I potentially am in a margin call situation where I either need to add funds to my position, or my, you know, just add more funds to the account for the margin, or I can, you know, or I'll get liquidated or whatever. Now the question is what is their number? Because they have to have some kind of number, right, of where they are, where they're, for example, if you have a put on AMC, what is your break even? Where are you going to break even? So I feel like let's just pretend they have a put on it. Where is their put out of the money? Where are they in trouble? Now, if they're in trouble at $20, which I don't think they would have put it, right? Let's just do a little bit of let's look at this and see if we can break this down a little bit, right? So realistically, let's go back here. Let's look at the 5-year, and let's go back before January. Here's before January, right? Wait, what is this? Yeah, before January. Let's look at can I look at 3-year? Look at the 1 year before January. There we go. And then we'll zoom out. I like it. So now the question is, where is their where's their break-even price, right? Their strike price. Where's their strike price? Let's say their strike price was, you know, $5 or whatever. Okay, they were doing good, and they're in the money at $3, $2, whatever, right? So now they're in the money down here, and then what happens? Boom, they are way out of the money. These guys are in a bad spot. But the question is, you know, where did they start? If they started back here if they started at $20, and you're like, you know what, we're gonna short this stock. This is no good, and we're so sure we're gonna. But what if they're like, oh, we're so sure this stock is gonna go down, we're gonna short it at $10. Okay, so maybe they're good at $10. You know, their strike is $10, and they're in a pretty good spot. But now they have to go the other way, right? Now we're way out of there. So, you know, while they're not in margin call territory, they're getting kind of close. And, you know, again, this is all speculative, so just take that for what it is. Now, let's say it was, you know, $10 or whatever. They're not really in a bad place just yet. They're not in the money or anything, but they're in a scary spot. So now what they need to, now if this stock runs up to 15, you know, maybe $20 or something, now they're margin called. And so that's what we're waiting for. But there's also a possibility of if they have the synthetic shares, yada yada yada, and they have to start covering before they're truly margin called, then that could be a what is it called, catalyst as well. So just some of my theory, theory crafting that I just kind of like try to walk through it semi-logically, but we'll see. Ooh, thank you, Ginger. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I got a bunch of followers. Nice. Okay, House says, Corey, I'm having an argument with someone in stock twits. I'm telling them even though the $12 and $12.50 options expire in the money, it's unlikely for anyone to exercise them since the break-even price is higher. Yeah, I mean, here's the deal. People could sell their contracts. I've only ever sold my contracts, but you know, personally, I've only ever sold my contracts. I've never actually purchased the shares, and so You know what happens? Let me ask you this: what happens whenever you sell the contract? If you sell the contract, does someone else have to buy those shares because they bought your contract? Or, man, I'm in Inception right now. I'm going through my own head and I'm going nuts. Rock and roll. No. Don't worry. I don't need access to this. I'm not trying to step on your stuff. It's a great resource. Keep it up. Great. Yes, I'm thinking. Keep listening. Oh, Raptor says Raptor says I'm a newbie. I listen, but I don't know much. Hopefully soon. You know, it just takes a little bit of listening and a little bit of repetition, right? And so you can sit down and you can, study and study and study, but that's really not as much fun as kind of just listening to someone and picking things up kind of offhandedly. It takes a little longer this way, but at least it's not freaking boring, like sitting there and studying and studying and studying. But I feel okay with it. Let's see. Let's see. Alex says the end of the line with a contract probably has to buy or let it expire worthless due to. So if I sell the contract, I guess my question is, if I sell the contract, does someone have to buy those shares? Does the market maker have to purchase those shares if I sell the contract back to them? Since I'm not buying the shares, I wonder if those shares get purchased either way. But I'm not really quite sure about the actual execution of like these contracts. I just usually am on I know how to make money with them, and that's what I do. I kind of leave it a little limited, but I don't know. It's got me freaking confused right now. So it's something I'm gonna have to look into. Let's see what else we have going on before I implode. I think that was. This is what I had. This. Let's look at GameStop really quick. Yes, the contract needs to be there. Could the market buy? Right. So Raphael's question is my question. Could the market, and I guess my question is more, does the market maker need to buy? If I sell the contract back, does the market maker need to buy my shares? Need to buy those shares? Or do they just need to, okay, I think I see what you're saying. I think Alex is saying they need to make sure they're on hand just in case, but no one necessarily needs to buy them. Contract market makers. No, I have not seen the funny video about AMC YouTubers from Guerrilla Investments. Oh my gosh, I have not seen that. I would love to see that. You can tweet it at me or something. I don't know if I can watch it on air, but okay, so let's continue here. Let's take a quick little look at GameStop at the short interest. Just on we'll check both of them. Son of Troy, anyone please, cash or margin account? I'm not trading on margin, so should I switch to a cash account? Troy, I did see something very interesting today, as a matter of fact, on Trey. Trades. Trey. Very confusing. Okay, so there's this. Oh, I wonder if he removed this post actually. Okay, so this is interesting, and so just listen to the whole thing before you say anything. So, Trey said, "I don't think this is FUD, but I'm going to read the whole thing. There's an ending to this, so hold on a second. Hold your horses." Very, very important, please spread. So if you're transferring funds from Robinhood to Fidelity, please call them and tell them to take your shares off margin. Robinhood shares sends all shares as margin, even if you just have a cash account. I spoke with them at Fidelity, and they said you cannot do any trading unless you apply and accept margin agreement with Fidelity, which means your shares are in limbo. I know this is FUD, but 100%. Well, hold on a second before he's saying it's 100% true. I don't want anyone missing out on the squeeze, so yada yada. And then he says retract. Did just confirm they'll switch it over automatically after 2 business days if you apply. Now, the reason I wanted to bring this up really quick for who was this? Son of Trey is because Sons of Troy is because I'd be everyone is being super cautious with the margin account. If you're not using your margin, I don't have any kind of margin available in my account at all. I have margin off. I would turn off any kind of margin if you can. And I would make sure there's no margin at all, just for safety. Just for safety, I have all margin turned off, especially for right now. I like trading on margin. I think margin is a great tool if you know how to use it. But currently, in this current state of the market, with what is going on, the weird stuff going on with AMC, I probably would not have any margin on personally. So I just want you to be informed, just so you can know, do I want to leave it on or take it off? Or I think that's your question. DPG said, I bought 100 more shares today at 1265. Probably a bad move, but need to add to my position. I love it. Here's the deal. I want to add to my position as well. I actually sold. So Webull gives me some free stocks whenever people sign up. I just sold all of those today, and I actually want to buy some more stocks. I'm gonna have to wait till Monday to do it. But yeah, I think I got like $100, and I'm gonna buy AMC at whatever it's at. I mean, to me, I think it's gonna go easily past, like, it's gonna be way past $20 by the end of the year regardless, right? So for me, I'm just gonna add to my position. I'm averaging up, but I don't care. Like, I think it's gonna be worth it. Okay, I got you, Alex. Right, so pew pew. So actually, I do want to address this really quick. So whenever you have a contract, right? Whenever you have an options contract, you can either choose to, if it's in the money, it's good stuff, you know, you made money or whatever. You can either choose to sell the contract. Keep in mind, you can sell the contract whenever you want. If I bought a contract for January of next year or January 2023, and it's in the money or Monday, Tuesday, then I can just sell the contract whenever I want. You can sell the contract whenever you want, even if it's in the money, out of the money, no matter what. If you've already made the money you want to make, you can sell it. Okay, so you can do whatever you want. But let's say you grab a contract for Friday, for next Friday, you know, and you're getting close to the date. You're in the money. You made some money. You can either sell your contract and not have to buy the shares, not worry about that, nothing like that. You can just sell the contract, or you can buy the shares at the price that you originally at your lesser price, your strike price, or whatever it is, or whatever it is. So that's that's for sure, pew pew. I didn't want to confuse you, because I see your question was I saw someone say if your contract expires in the money, you have the choice to buy or just take profits, and that's correct. That's correct. I'm going deep in a rabbit hole. Absolutely, I need to pull back out. 3M has a dividend as well. What's their dividend? See, I'm interested in good dividends from solid companies, right? Dividend of, see, 2.9, and here's the deal: you can diversify it, right? You can say, I'm going to put this much in 3M, this much in AT&T, and this much in IVR, and you can say, okay, well, they'll all balance out. I'm diversified, so if one company goes under, it's okay. I'm still diversified, stuff like that. But again, you can always just go into an ETF. But I'm not sure. Anyone have a high yielding, high dividend ETF that they want to share? Okay, so Ty, okay, crystal clear. So whenever I say AMC, if this is for any reason that AMC, again, I truly think it's going to squeeze. I'm all in on AMC. I put my investment, my retirement account, I put every single penny I had in AMC. I'm bullish on AMC. I think AMC is going to freaking moon 100K, 10K, million, whatever it's going to go to, right? So I want to be crystal clear on that I do think it's going to go insane. But if for some reason these hedge funds figure out a way out, somehow magically, right, they figure a way out, we get the retail investors are screwed over again, then at the very worst case scenario, if no squeeze magically happens, I feel 20-30 bucks is easy peasy for AMC. And so just to be crystal clear, I don't want you to think I'm shilling or anything, that I'm over. I don't think it's going to happen, but keep that in mind. Most people sell their contracts, take the shares, right? I take the shares. Okay, so House says each time we hit $14, we have a massive sell-off. Every movement is eerily. The movement is very similar to yesterday. I'm calling it. I believe someone is selling, most likely one. No, I don't think that's the deal. How I think what's happening is there's a lot of, here's the deal. We have to break through it, right? We have to break through that $14 dollar threshold, right? It's not going to, 14 realistic. I think it's going to be around 14.50. We have to break through it. And as you can see, if we go to 3 month, wow, I don't know why my internet's slow today. Thank goodness the stream isn't lagging so much. And so here you can see, right, we keep testing this. And if we test this one more time, then, we haven't quite tested it yet. But if we get to it and then we break through, that's the good stuff. That is the good stuff. So that's all I'm waiting for. Megan, thank you so much for following. Sweet. Yes, thank you, DPG, for clarifying. I appreciate it. Let's see. Ty says, thank you. Yeah, no problem, my friend. No problem. Thank you for forcing me to clear it up, because I don't want anyone to think that I'm like not ridiculously bullish on the stock. I'm like all in every sense of the word. I have a bunch of, Ty has a bunch of 15 to 20 strike price leaps. Yeah, I think those are excellent. I love those so much. I love leaps as well. Playing them out, I always try to go kind of far into the money. I don't mind the extra premium just because it gives me that peace of mind, that extra time for it to print. Geez, Equinox has almost 2,000 shares. Geez. Wait. I think your K is off. That's oh, okay. I see what you did. Okay, never mind. You're fine. PPU says, thanks, I'm going to check with my broker. I think I remember reading we need to have enough money in my account to buy the shares if it's expired. Yeah, here's the deal. Or I think you're still talking about margin. So again, just being super careful with margin. Even if you have the money in your account, if this thing drops, like that's what happened to Trey, and anyone who's ever seen Trey knows his story about he was in Fidelity on a 1-to-1 margin account. The stock plummeted and they just liquidated him. And that's probably what happened. They just liquidated his account and they liquidated him at the very bottom because it obviously was a margin call. It was, so he would have been liquidated at the very bottom. It would have been the longest they can hold out before they liquidate him. It's super unfortunate. Here's the deal, like, and it seems like he thinks that there's a little more going on than the actual liquidation, because it was a 1-to-1 margin account. But even then, just margin in general, if it dips enough, they could just get you. It's just be careful. Anyone selling puts? I don't know who would do a put. I have no clue who would do a put. which confuses me if they have the Cornith. Hey Corey, what's up? A great day for consolidation, ability to pick up more shares. Next week should be great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to next week. You know, I'm chilling though, and we talk about this, right? I'm not trying to get everyone all hyped up for, you know, oh, I think somebody said the 19th, something was happening on the 19th, and I'm not trying to get everyone all. I think it was a failure to deliver. They're supposed to be delivered on the 19th, but again, I'm not trying to just get a bunch of like, oh no, not March. Okay, sorry, Pew. So yes, I mean, I think a lot of people are very excited. I'm looking forward to this month, next month. I'm feeling much better about I have June calls, May, June, July. No, I have July call. I have a July call. You guys saw the moment where I was like, oh no. Yes, I have July calls that I feel pretty good about. I do have September calls as well, just because I felt like those were going to be a little bit safer. I feel a little bit better about them. But yes, either way, I'm holding pretty strong. Looking forward to it. Rogue tweeted. Okay. Oh, okay. Of rolling calls. Oh gosh. Alex, I'm not sure about the rolling calls. I might have missed that one. I think I missed the rolling calls one. KH says, I sell puts. It's a conservative way. It's a conservative way to make money. Interesting. Okay. Here's the deal. There's nothing wrong with puts, right? Puts are perfectly fine, perfectly normal. Nothing wrong. I am just so much of a bull. Like I cannot freaking. I can't do puts on a company. I just think it's like. It's just too hard. I never bet against anyone. I always root for somebody, which is just not. I might be too nice for the stock market. You know what I mean? It's a little more cutthroat than my you know, rainbows and unicorns and kittens kind of lifestyle. Right. KH says, why does it matter if there's a oh, hold on. Cheeto dude. Man, this is crazy. Cheeto dude says, I'll have another 10K to throw in AMC within the next 2 weeks. You think I'll be able to get shares at a decent price by then? I think it's very possible. Let's see. And KH says, well, why does it matter if it's low or high entry point? Each share will be 100K in the end. Let's see. House says I have to put it to hedge. We'll reach 14. WebTrip says I'm looking forward to June 2nd. Just to see ballpark around AMC shares out there, because the squeeze is never guaranteed, right? Can you look at 2 days prior to the AMC? To the GME squeeze and AM squeeze now. Look at 2 days prior to GME squeeze and AMC now. Yeah, I can put these side by side. We can look at good old AMC over here. We can look at good old GME over here. We can go to, we'll put this one over here. 2 days before. Oh boy, I don't know what I'm in right now. Okay, here we go. So this is right here. I don't know if you need me different candles, or different like times, intervals, but hopefully this helps. And then let's go back over here. We'll look at the 2 hour candles. Whoa, looking crazy. Okay. What are you trying to see, Diamond? I don't know if I did this right, but hopefully I did it right for you. So before GME squeezed, Oh, here we go. We're about to get some knowledge. Okay, I'll let him type that out, and let's see what else we have going on. Oscar says, "What do you think AMC could go to?" AMC can go to whatever people hold it to. I'm not saying that because that's what people say. Once you've looked at the numbers, and once you've seen the short positions, once you've seen what, I don't know, the DD I've seen, what all the stuff, like, it's whatever people are willing to hold it to. And we went over this example yesterday. I thought I didn't think it was too bad. So if you look at, like, if let's say you have a jug of water, right? You have a jug of water, you're about to hike up this mountain. Now your water, your canteen looks pretty good. Okay. Has a small leak, but you know what? It's a super small leak. It's nothing. Now, let's say you start hiking up, and now let's say that leak is, you're up. Let's say you're halfway up, and now your water bottle's empty. Now, okay, well, your leak was bigger than you thought. So let's say people are selling on the way up. You're only halfway up this mountain. Let's say people are selling up right here, right? You're going up here. People are selling because they're feeling good about this. And now, what if you run out of steam right here? Well, this is a very real possibility. If people would have just sold, and here's the deal. You just went from, let's say, $37 to $214. This is not bad. What if people were like, oh, I feel good about this. And they're like, hey, this is, I'm just going to get out. Then you're done. Then you're out of steam. There's nothing left. They have to purchase the shares either way. You can allow them to purchase it down here, or you can allow them to purchase it up here. So what happens? So people, and this is just the way people work, right? People want to sell it whenever they want to sell it, and they sold at a number that was big to them, not at a number that was big to the hedge funds. And whenever and so this is this is an example of. There's a lot. We have 4 canteens whenever there should only, or however many canteens. We have 2 canteens when there should only be 1 canteen. In GameStop, it's possible to have like over 10 canteens whenever they should only have 1 canteen. And these guys are going to have to keep on, and I'm done with the canteens. And these guys are going to have to keep on buying the shares until they're covered. Which could be a very long time. And if people are holding and not selling, this stock is going to go to whatever you think it's going to go to. So unfortunately, I don't have a real number for you, but that's because I could be low. I could say 100K. I could be low. I could be off. And I'm like, why did I just shield you at 100K? Like, that's not fair. So that's why I don't want to give a number. Maybe it's 50K. Maybe it's 10K. Who knows where it can go to? It can go to whatever people want it to go to. Let's see. Alex says, my D on calls. If you buy a call, then get profits, it's better to sell the profits instead of exercise it because you lose the premium in the money calls. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Unless you think if the price is going to go up, right? Then it's worth eating that premium. Okay, let's see. Do you think AMC will reach 1K? Oscar, well, I guess I just answered that. So there you go, my friend. Oh, and rolling calls forces the market maker to keep buying 100 for each roll, which goes, oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, right? If rolling call, I guess that could be possible, right? Ty says, everyone thought GME was going to 1,000. My friend, it is very possible. Look at my video about how big the GameStop, how many shares we could be out of the float. Based on the numbers, it's very possible that there's 10 times the float of GameStop that are out, that are going to have to be purchased back. Like, who knows? It could be so crazy. Corey, what do you think about today's sell-off? Do you think it's retailers? Excuse me, I apologize. Do you think it's what do you think about today's sell-off? Do you think it's retailer paper handing. I don't think it was retailer paper handing. I guess it's possible. Who knows who sold off or why they sold off, or if it was shorts, if shorts found some shares for people who maybe did take profits at 14 and then they left and they had those shares. Hard to say. What's up, Johnny? Troy says, imagine if your house was not for sale, but somebody kept making offers, whatever you were comfortable taking. Johnny says, anybody see Tyler Wilson skim 37K on live stream? What, in options today? How much did he put in, though, to make the 37K? You really trapped yourself with that analogy. I think that's a good thing. All right. All right. GMR to the moon. Oh, someone did ask me. Oh, Diamond, did you even take a look at anything for? Diamond had a message as in the last 2 days. Okay. So, oh, the last 2 days. Look at AMC. Okay, so I think you wanted AMC. Let me read your questions. Can you look? Oh, okay. So, okay, GameStop prior, AMC now. I was so close yet so far. Okay, so we're gonna make this similar. We'll zoom in over here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, okay. You saying something like this? Oh, I see what you're doing. Look at this. So for those of you who don't know what we're looking at, this is GameStop 2 days before their gamma squeeze, and this is AMC yesterday and today, or for the past few days. Very interesting. I like this. Here we go. Take a look at this. This is eerily similar, huh? Dang, Diamond. I think you found something, my friend. No, don't leave, Diamond. Let's see. What's up, Bobby? Diamond, I think this is what you're talking about, right? This is pretty legit. This is actually a pretty interesting find. I just get a little scared putting, some here's the deal. Diamond makes some calls though, but I do get a little scared just kind of comparing stuff like this, just because you remember the VW squeeze, like everyone had the chart compared to the VW squeeze saying we are here, you are here, you are here. Everyone had a different one, and then whenever it moved, they said, oh, we're actually here, oh, we're actually here. And it's like, but I do think this is very, very, very interesting. This one is a little bit closer than the or it's easier to see because there are more candles in here than the actual VW squeeze, which, and it's kind of different, guys. But this is not what we're talking about. Gosh dang it, Diamond. Ooh, there's a S. Yeah, I mean, they keep coming out. For those of you who haven't seen, I don't know where to find this info, but the SEC has had a bunch. These guys have paid out tens and millions of dollars in whistleblowers. Now, granted, tinfoil hat, like Nintendo said, we don't know who they're paying them to, where they're from, why they're whistleblowing. It could be something totally unrelated. All of them could be from a whole another company with a scandal that we've never heard of yet. But it might be, I would like to speculate that it is this. So yeah. Diamond. You got me. What was I saying? Can I do this profile? Oh my gosh. I actually, when you saw I was leaving. Oh. Oh my gosh. So anyways, I literally forgot what I was saying. So with that being said, we will continue. Oh, the whistleblowers. So yes, if you guys haven't seen the whistleblowers, it's very interesting. Who knows what they're actually going in for? But realistically, if you guys have ever followed anything with like the FBI, like on I don't know, 2020 stuff like that. Sometimes these guys, even movies and stuff, documentaries, they sit on evidence for literally years sometimes until they have a solid foolproof case, and then they finally move. So who knows if any of this whistleblower information will come out anytime soon. It might be well after the squeeze it comes out. And because remember, they can't say, hey, Citadel or whoever, you guys are under investigation for blah, blah, blah. We have a whistleblower in our midst, or helping us out, and we're going to catch you guys. So it's like, they really obviously can't say any of that stuff. But I do think that they're going to be able to hopefully disclose what happened in the future, and hope maybe we're past the squeeze and then we find out exactly what happened, and it could be pretty cool. I don't know where the show was going before. Juice says, how long were the shorts going before GME blew up to 30, then 70? Well, here's 30, right? 30. Oh boy. Okay, let me change this to full screen here. We'll switch this to a GME really quick. Oops, that's not the right company. Let's look at the 3-month, and then we'll kind of go backwards. Okay, we'll play this backwards a little bit. So let's look for 30 bucks, 30 bucks, 30 bucks. Okay, here we go. So here's 30. So it was at 30 bucks. This happened on, so this is the 13th. So it was 32.70. That was right here. So this would have been the 13th to the 22nd, we'll say. Yeah, we'll say the 22nd, sure. So what was that? 9 days? 9 days? I hope that's helpful for you. That was some C+ acting, bruh. Let's see. This is a good question. Russell says, I read somewhere that if GME gets back over 220, it will rip and margin calls will happen immediately. What do you think? That's a hard one. Let's take a look. Where am I? Jeez. This stock has been on a wild ride from $2, $3 back here to, 500 back down to, I think it touched 38.50 down here, back up to like 348, back down to, whatever, 132 and stuff, like, and 160 right now. This is a roller coaster of a ride. But let's take a look. It looks like we have some levels of resistance, levels of support, mostly resistance, unfortunately. Let's take a look. 1, 2. I like the 200. What did you say? 220. I do have a 220 mark right here, and it looks like I had this little squeeze down here. What happened in this squeeze down? We lost the squeeze down. Look at this little, you can see this little thing. Looks like a little Dorito. But let's see. We had this, so it's very possible, right? It looks like it started to bounce levels of support around here, or resistance, I apologize, resistance around here, but it looks like before we even get to 220, we're gonna have to battle this 200 first. 200 has been a rough level for us, haven't really been able to break back through it. Even right here has been pretty hard, 170 essentially, so we'd have to get through 170, maybe even a little higher, right? I'm gonna actually, I feel like I want to move this up a little bit to touch these a little bit better. I wonder if I need to move it even more. Okay, I don't know why I can't move it, but I'll just leave it there for now. But yeah, it looks like we need to get past 170 first, and after we get past that, then we can finally look at the 200. If we break past 200, then yeah, I'm not sure where they're getting 220 from. I feel like 200 is really realistically where it would be. I don't think we get past, oh no, it is 220, I'm sorry. Yeah, if we get past that 220, I feel pretty good about it. DBG says VW only squeezed about five times. Thought I went from 200 to 1000. So even for AMC to go to from 10 to 1000 is a way bigger deal. Yeah, that'd be pretty legit. Oh gosh, how? I don't even know if I'm allowed to address that legally. So think about your actions. There's more than one buying. Diamond, what are you talking about? Look at the after hours really quick. And there we go. That's the end right there. End of the week. Oh gosh. What's up, Olive? Oh gosh. Ooh, I gotta chill. Let's see. Corey, would you agree that it looks sketchy how the price dropped so fast for AMC? Yeah, I don't really care too much for this whole part, especially. This wasn't my favorite. A lot of downward pressure. It could have been short pressure, like if someone did, sell off around here. People were taking profits around 14, which I guess is very possible. Maybe day traders, swing traders, who knows what. They definitely could have been taking some kind of profits around here, but what are you gonna do? And so maybe and I guess what I'm getting at is maybe they found some shares to short that they could short. I'm not sure if they were able to get any. He's got chills. They're multiplying. Oh my gosh. Hard to say, but while I don't like it, it's not my favorite kind of move. I'll hold. I hold. That's what I do. I hold. Mohammed says, "Hey Corey, that's we expected yesterday. Just a positive day. Do you think that was a weak catalyst? A weak catalyst. Weak catalyst. I was at the very beginning. I wasn't even muted. I wasn't muted. I was going to play a prank to pretend like I was muted. I don't know why my mic was not set up. I don't know if something updated, but my mic said it wasn't even connected to my system. Gosh, what a clown. Oh, yeah. Just laugh it off, guys. Laugh it up. Laugh it up. Laugh at my pain. Hey, wasn't that a Dane Cook? Stand up. $200 million volume for the price to drop. Yeah, that's not fun. All of laughing it up. Eat it up, guys. Eat it up. Any stocks you guys want to take a look at? I'm running out of steam here. You tell the story of how you ever want, Corey. Snuck in and unplugged it. I literally pranked myself like a clown. I was trying to prank you guys, pranked myself, because my mic actually was not connected. Because what I was doing, I was just mouthing. I was going like this. And everyone was like, "Oh, your mic is muted." I was like, "Got him!" And then I felt terrible instantly. And then I was apologizing and like talking to you guys and everything. And then it turns out, joke's on me, my mic is just disconnected from the program, and you guys actually could not hear me even when I was talking, which is the irony, right? The irony. Trey stole his mic. Ooh, Rafter, you got me. Oh my gosh. You know what's a pain, Corey? Spurs. Spurs used to be championship team, guys. Champions. Lee. Not at 2 Brutus. He did not want another echo. Oh gosh, not the echoes, guys. Oh my gosh, you guys, my mods, the mod squad, you guys gonna do it to me? What do you think about Cardano? I'm assuming these are crypto. Ah, I got you, Neil. Not today. Not today. Not today. Not today. Let's see. Let's see. What do you guys think about? Okay, well, I guess let's take a look, right? Cardano. I'm assuming it's crypto? Yeah. Cardano. Oh, you know what someone asked me to look at? Someone asked me to look at BNGO. Let me take a look at BNGO, because I completely forgot about that person. BNGO. I wonder if they're even here still. What do I think about BNGO? This person thinks BNGO is going to run. Let's take a look about why they think that. They did already have a run, 49 cents to $15. Not bad at all. And that was how long? It was about 2 months. Dang. Let's see. Let's take a look. Oh, not my favorite chart setup. It looks like they're just like, I don't know where. They finally got a bounce, but I don't know if that bounce is enough. Let me draw this for you. Some levels of support back here. They broke through this. I guess you have to see, right? You're gonna look for some kind of consolidation here. I don't like this just yet. Even with this bounce, you don't know if it's gonna bounce up like this and it's gonna plummet again, or bounce up like this and then plummet again. You really don't know which way this is gonna go. I'd wait for a little bit of consolidation if you're even still in here. So I'd look for a little bit of consolidation, maybe some kind of support, but until you get that, I kind of don't like where this stock is from the chart. Right now, here's the deal: is it discounted from 15? Absolutely, but is it possible it's going to fall back to, you know, filling this gap down here at $2 or something? Yes, it is possible, in my opinion. The profile, you know, their healthcare services, healthcare equipment, so much money in this kind of stuff. It's ridiculous. Look at their annual profits. 347. They're kind of been going down in a downward trend, right? If you're looking at the gross profit, granted, some other stuff could be a reason, a catalyst, could be a bunch of different reasons, but oops, I don't know what I just pressed. Ooh, cash flow, cool. As far as institutional ownership goes, 6.56%, really not my favorite. But you know what? The analysts seem to be pretty bullish on this. I wonder if they updated the AMC ones. AMC, we got a 16. This was just updated, as a matter of fact. Somebody did just change their number to a $16 buy, or $16 price target for AMC. Granted, somebody has a $1 one and someone has a $4.86 one, but here's the deal. I'm just going to choose to look at this. Is selective. I have a selective hearing, and I'm going to hear the $16 one. But back to BNGO, I'm just super scared. I'd wait. Personally, I'm obviously not going to make a move in this. Yeah, here's the deal. It ran up 22% on the day, but maybe that's good. Maybe good reversal for them, right? Maybe it'd be a great reversal. Maybe they got a little George W right here, right? Maybe it's a bullish. It's going to be bullish now, and you know, hopefully we'll do well. But I'm not sure what was the catalyst for this. If there was a catalyst, if it was just some random stuff. Looks like they're mentioning some articles. They're not like, it's not like no one's talking to them, so curious. We're not laughing with you, we're laughing at you. Just kidding, Lee. I read it right. Hey, Corey, can you... No. Oh, no. Okay, let's take a look at this one. This crypto right here. Price. Let's look at the 3-month. Man, what a time to be in crypto, right? What a dang time to be in crypto. Oh, it doesn't do that. It was at 87 cents all the way to, wait, $1.98 back down to $1. This doesn't make any sense. What? $2. I guess it was supposed to be $2. I don't know why I said 1, but yeah, $2. So from $1 to $2, 100%. Here's the deal. Unfortunately, I don't know. I don't have the right kind of DD on crypto. I just thought about that. Like, there's going to be a whole thing to doing DD on crypto, because right now all I can tell you is like, okay, well, people are accepting Dogecoin as payment in restaurants. Dogecoin is looking legitimate. I guess I can see how many Dogecoins there are available in the to be mined, like total, how many of this, but maybe there's a backstory on them, maybe who's backing them. I think DD to crypto is going to be a whole nother thing. Maybe I need to watch some DD channels or crypto DD type channels where they go over, is this a good crypto, is this a bad crypto, and why. But I have a lot of different questions. Lee, I don't know how you think you're gonna get me, my friend. I'm not getting had. Serini says, what is your Monday prediction on AMC? Monday, I think it is going to, the stock is going to trade, and I think it's going to be, it might go up, it might go down. No, I'm just playing. But realistically, it's very possible that AMC has a little run. It seems like not Olive, who was it? Was it Diamond? Diamond is really thinking that this stock is going to run probably possibly on Tuesday. That's what we saw last time, right? Tuesday in the after hours. It's real. You can view charts. Oh, okay. But does it like actually respect the chart? I'll go back to AMC just a second. Does it actually like respect like chart type stuff? You know what I mean? I guess this is, technical analysis, chart type stuff. Oh my gosh. Chart type stuff. That's what I say. Science. It's really gonna be charts. Bitcoin below 50. Bye. Let's see. It is real. Oh my gosh. I just can't, guys. I actually can't. I just can't. I don't know anything about this. Look how cool this little chart is. This is so crazy. Can't believe it. So let's see. AMC, which way it's gonna go? What's up? We got Moaz in here. So let's take a look really quick, right? AMC. So your question was, whoops. Monday price prediction or prediction on AMC. Here's the deal. I do think we're going to see some good movement. Realistically, I'm looking for more consolidation. Obviously, I'd love for it to run, right? But I wouldn't mind seeing some consolidation, and let it do its thing. Let these rules get passed. Let the potential margin call happen. Let this stuff happen. Wait for a catalyst. I think we're going to need another catalyst. The Adam Aaron one, while it was great, those additional 43 million shares, 48 million shares, whatever it was. While it was a great start, it's not exactly what we need. We need just a little bit more. And so once we get that, like I said, I think we have to break this 1450, hold it for just a second, and hopefully we can just break out. I think if we break through that, that'd be a great little breakout for some good movement. Simon says, what are your thoughts on today's movement on AMC? Love the channel. Oh, thank you, Simon. So as far as today goes for AMC, let me switch this to the 1 day. Here's the deal. Obviously, a super solid morning. Hard to say why it ran down so much. I mentioned earlier, it could be short pressure. Could have been maybe some people took profits and really sold off, and people just were done. Which I don't think people are just done with this. But if they did swing trade it, and maybe the shorts got a hold of some of the shares and shorted it, who really knows what happened? Or maybe they let it run a little bit, let some, and then they pressured it down. It's interesting how it ended right at 1298. Whenever the options right here, we could have got some option calls right here at the $13 strike, 9,000 more. It's not like it was the $14 strike or anything, but either way, it's interesting whenever we close so close, and this could be a total coincidence, and I'm like tinfoil hatting right now, but very interesting that we ended so close to it. I would have loved to see the final little candle to see which way it went, because it was doing pretty good, and then kind of fell, although they're green, kind of just fell down. Oh, you can look at almost all crypto on there. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let me pull this up really quick. This is one I've been curious about. Okay, well, not all of them. All right. Well, that's fine. Let's see. Fast and Furious weekend is the day. Ooh, okay, okay. When that drops, AMC rips. I like that. Why was it the same as the AMC? Why was it the same as the GME chart for the first part of the day? You know, hard to say. It's really hard to say. A lot of people have always speculated that, you know, they look the same on the day because they're very similar. I don't even have to. I mean, I don't know exactly what this look like. Look how these are extremely the whole day, not even just the morning, right? Hard to say exactly why. Let's look at some other stocks though, right? Let's look at coin. What did coin do? So what about Riot? Okay. Sometimes I think it's interesting, right? Because you can look at these other stocks. Look at the morning for all of these stocks. Morning sell-off. At some point there was a sell-off, right? So morning sell-off, morning sell-off. Let's look at this random one for the 1 day. Morning, you know, sell-off. Random one. Morning, not a sell-off. QuantumScape, morning sell-off. And so you can see how these kind of look similar, right? Now, what's interesting, you know, this part really isn't that interesting to me anymore, just because so many people did it. But what is interesting is how, okay, this one consolidated. Let's go just back to the top again. Consolidated, went up. Consolidated, we'll say, sure, went up, consolidated, whatever you want to call it. Consolidated, up, consolidated. I mean, like, you can just see, like, this one went down. Coin's always going down. I just have no luck on coin, but that's all right. GameStop down, AMC down. You know, it's very weird that most of them consolidated where AMC went down. And I will say that. Let's see. Shubham. Hi, bro. Love from India. Hey, love from India. Nice. I love it. Any suggestion for Safe Moon? You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I just want to be always honest with you guys, and I haven't looked much into Safe Moon. It is one of those that I would love to get in. I feel like crypto is just going to be such a good long-term play. I do like Safe Moon. I feel like Safe Moon is going to be, excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. I do like. I think, is it Lee that's in Safe Moon? Or knows about Safe Moon? Yeah, Lee's in Safe Moon. There you go. And so I feel like Safe Moon is pretty cool. I think it's going to be a good long-term play, right? Just playing a little longer, holding any crypto. Here's the deal. Whenever you look back at today or, you know, this year or whatever, you know, people who were holding crypto from 5 years ago, they're happy. I'm sure most of them are very happy that they held their crypto. They're like, dang, that was a good idea. And I feel like it's going to be the same. If you get some crypto now, 5 years from now, it's probably going to be cool. You're probably going to be good. This is why, you know, and granted, it's kind of hard because, like, for example, Doge, right? Doge ran, it's at 50 cents now. It was at 2 cents earlier this year. And it's like, dang, like, do I even want to get in now? Is it going to go any higher? Well, yeah, what if it goes to $5 or something crazy? You know, what if something happens and it goes nuts? Then, yeah, sure, you'll want to be in it. It's not as much fun missing the run, but whenever the run happens, if there is another run, you'll be happy that you're in it. And so that same thing is with those other cryptos. And granted, SafeMoon is a little more popular, but SafeMoon is popular. I don't even think it's in Coinbase yet, right? Once it does get to Coinbase, once it does get to these other places, more people can buy it. People want to buy it. They just are unable to based on their platform. So, but I do like, I think SafeMoon would probably be pretty cool. Cornus staying positive, staying positive. Cornus says, I look at it this way. We have so many red days leading into this week. Even after the rough day, we're still closed up. Gotta stay positive. I love it. I agree. That's, and you know, just zoom out, guys. Look at the 5-day. This is nice. This is not bad at all. I would love for us to do some kind of consolidation around 13 bucks, 12, 13 bucks. I would not mind any kind of consolidation here. Hold it strong, get a lot of levels of support, and then we'll see which way we go. Geez, Lee has 70 million Safe Moon tokens. That's Moaz says, I placed an option call for May 28th and it's up May 28th at $11 and it's up 128%. Jeez, y'all are making me jealous with these calls. Thank you, man. People, busting my sneeze. Okay, I'm gonna check this one out, and then we are going to wrap it up. Let's put this pulled up. All right. It was called BIFI. Beefy. I really don't know what I'm looking for, what I'm looking at. Is this one new? Looks like it's relatively new. Can't scroll down while I'm in there. From May 12th. So it's brand spanking new. Went down, ran up. Why is this one at $1,400? Can somebody walk me through why this is at $1,400? And what do you want me to see with this one? Because this is wild. That's what I tried to look at. I tried to look at Capital XL. But it's not on here. See, I can't find it. I look up CXC. That's should be the ticker for it. But I'm not seeing it. Like CXC crypto. And CXC is Capital XL. So this is what I tried to look at, but it didn't show it on that one. But this is one that I'm extremely curious about, because take a look at the 1 month for this one. This is the one that ran from 9 cents to right here, 9 cents to 3,500 bucks at the tip, or whatever it was, almost 3,500. I thought it did hit 3,500, but what do I know? Can I zoom in like this? Guess I can't zoom in, but yes, this one is extremely interesting. I don't think it's on the 7-day. No. So this is one that I'm so curious about. This one I'm a little more nervous about because you don't know which way it's going to run. But you know what? If you were at 9 cents, you put 1,000 shares or 1,000 bucks in it. I mean, and it ran all the way up here. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Just ridiculous. Yeah. I don't know why we're getting spammed with these people coming in trying to promote this mobile platform. But all right, guys, I'm gonna start heading out. You guys have a fan-freaking-tastic weekend. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys Monday, and we'll have a good time. But again, thank you guys again. We'll be in touch. That's a long week. You guys have a great night. Peace.